What's up, Bulldogs? All right, today we're going to be talking about what is known as the no contact rule. What's the no contact rule? Simple. It means you break contact when you, let's say, break up with a girl or she ghosts you and you're trying to get her back. I'm going to talk about why the no contact rule is actually a bad rule, why it doesn't even make any sense, why you should not even be asking me the question of whether or not the no contact rule works, and what you should be doing instead. If you guys are just joining me for the first time, I'm John from BulldogMindset.com. On this channel, I teach you how to be a man. I teach you how to build financial independence, how to get the physique you want, how to get the girls you want, and how to go from the victim mindset to the Bulldog mindset. If that sounds like something that you are all about, click that subscribe and join us on this quest. Click the bell so you get notifications. And don't forget, guys, to take the Bulldog quiz. It's up here in the cards. There's also a link below in the description where you can find out your Bulldog score from 0 to 100. All right, so I got a question here on my Discord server. And if you don't know what my Discord server is, by the way, just go ahead and check out the link here to join the Bulldog Mindset membership community. There's a link below as well for $7 for the first month, and you can check it out. You can see that community. I've got a Facebook group in there. We do videos every single week. I do videos on detailed subjects on everything from how to really increase your money and really get started investing in real estate, building a business, to advanced dating techniques, advanced texting, advanced escalation, the kind of stuff that I can't really talk about on YouTube, some bedroom type of techniques, things like that. And then of course the fitness stuff, you get to see my entire workout, my diet, exactly what I do in order to maintain my physique. So go check it out if you haven't. But that's where this question comes from. I'm not going to name names here, but there was a question in the social channel, and he said here, guys, thoughts on the no contact rule? Several dating coaches recommend it, but I heard others say that it's ineffective in today's dating climate and the girl will just move on to a new guy if you stop contacting her after a breakup. My girl said she needed, quote, time to herself, thinking of hitting her up in 1 or 2 weeks and asking her out, but maybe it's better to wait 30 to 60 plus days like a lot of the coaches say. Okay, so here's what I had replied to him in the Discord server. If you're part of the membership, you may have seen this. I said, no contact is irrelevant. Never try to get a girl back, ever. You have to have self-respect as a man. More importantly, you should not want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you. If a girl doesn't show high, and I mean very high interest, throw her back. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to understand, and this is really the key of this message in this video. Okay, I want you to understand this one point. Actually, a guy just had messaged me on Instagram and he asked, how do I get over a breakup? And it was the same answer here, which is this. Okay, listen up. You should not want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you. In fact, ask yourself the question, do you want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you? Right? Have you ever been in that situation in life? Have you ever maybe had a friend and you were excited about going to some concert or some event or something, and that friend wasn't excited about it, and so they just kind of tagged along with you, but the whole time you could tell they weren't having fun and they weren't enjoying the experience, and they were just bitter and angry that they're being dragged along? Or maybe a relative, or maybe a significant other, maybe a boyfriend or girlfriend, right? So that's not a good feeling. It's not a good experience. And if you've ever been in a relationship like that, I can tell you, okay, that, and I can tell you from personal experience, that it is one of great pain, because you'll always feel like you're giving, but you're not getting back, that you're always contributing more, right? And you're always going to be chasing that other person, because even though you have them, right? They're your girlfriend, let's say, you don't really have them. Okay, because they're not actually showing desire for you. And that's so key. Genuine desire, guys, is what you should be seeking. You should not be seeking to get a girlfriend. You should not be seeking to get sex. Okay, you should be seeking genuine desire, because that is ultimately better than any of those things. Okay, I'm not saying that you can't, whatever one night stand or thing like that, but even still, in that case, right, a lot of you guys are going wrong with the dating coach type of advice, because you are looking at it from the perspective of just trying to get something. If you're trying to get something from people, it's never going to work. So as far as the no contact rule, okay, you should not be trying to get someone back. If you break up with your girlfriend, if she breaks up with you, if she says, what did she say here? If she needs time to herself, that's it. She's done. It's fine. It's over. Now, if she comes back to you and you are willing to accept her back, that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. Some guys are like, oh yeah, throw her to the streets. Once she's done, and that's it. You know, there's no second chances. I don't buy that. I don't believe that. Okay, I believe that if you have a girl that comes back to you on your terms as a man, and it doesn't just mean girls, it just means anyone, right? In my life, I have a lot of people that I'm like, hey, you know what? You're not meeting my standard in life, so I'm going to have to cut you off. But if they're willing to meet my standard, they're welcome back into my life, right? You know, even people that I've had that had blowouts with where there's a lot of bad things that have happened, some bad blood, some betrayals, things like that. I'm like, hey, you know, if you turn a new leaf and you come around, you know, I might not trust you, okay? But hey, if you're now offering what I want and you're willing to meet my standards in life, then yeah, then you're welcome back. I don't hold any grudges. I don't need to. Okay. I don't need to get vengeance. I don't need to get revenge. All I need to do is have a high value of myself, have high self-esteem. And that's what I'm talking about here. This is why the no contact rule is such a ridiculous, silly rule, right? Because what are you trying to accomplish? You're trying to trick someone who doesn't want to be with you to wanting to be with you. It doesn't make any sense. It means that you have a low value of yourself. And think about this, right? In this sense, this guy, okay, and I'm not trying to pick on him, but he said he's thinking of, you know, hitting her up in 1 or 2 weeks and asking her out. How do you think that's going to go? And what are you going to do for 1 or 2 weeks? You're just going to sit there and twiddle your thumbs? Okay? You're just going to watch, you know, porn and spank the monkey? Like, what are you going to do for 1 to 2 weeks? Or he said, but maybe it's better to wait 30 to 60 plus days, like a lot of the coaches say. So again, I have to ask you, you know, how highly can you value yourself as a man if you're going to wait 60 plus days for a girl? If you're going to be like on the calendar, all right, 1 day down. Whew, I made it through 1 day, 2 days, right? And you're going to go 60 days, okay? And then you're going to contact this girl as if, you know, if you're valuing her that high above you, why shouldn't she be doing the same for you? You see what I'm saying? It needs to be equal. You should only be with a girl that is high interest. In fact, if you're with the girl, okay, and you're dating some girl and she's not showing you high interest, you should cut her just for that reason. You should just be like, look, because your standards need to be that high. You want to have someone ideally who is showing at least the level of interest that you are, and possibly more as a man. As a man, really what you should be after is you should have women that are showing higher interest than you are, okay? Because women want to always have a man that is better than them. You have to be better than whatever girl you're with. You need to understand that. That's part of hypergamy, but it's also just part of human nature for women to want a man that's better than them. So you have to be better than them. If a woman thinks that you are not better than her, then she is not going to be with you, or she's not going to have desire for you, okay? And it's not going to be a good situation. So no contact rule, forget about that. Don't even play that game. If you're trying to play that game, you've already lost the game, okay? If a girl breaks up with you, if she needs some time to herself, it's the same thing. Just write it off. It's done. Just close the book right then. Forget about it. You guys are getting hung up on one girl. That's why you guys need to be learning how to go out there and date other women and to actually get your social skills up. Because a lot of guys will tell me, they'll say, hey, John, well, you know, it's great and all, you know, but, you know, Bulldog mindset, you know, membership's not for me. I don't really like your videos on dating and stuff because I'm just looking for one girlfriend. I'm just looking to get married, whatever. And, you know, I don't really need to know how to date all these girls and all this stuff and have success with women. And I'm like, hold on. Hold on. See, you do, because in order for you to be discerning, you must have options. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to have options. And so if your end goal is to get a long-term girlfriend or get married, again, I have my opinion on that you should wait till you're like in your 30s, maybe 35 or so, but whatever. Okay. If you differ from, that's fine. But you still need to develop this skill set so that you're not in the situation. Because imagine this, okay? Imagine this guy here, right? If this guy who we're talking about here, who wrote this in Discord, if he had access to a lot of different women, right? Let's say that he had 4 or 5 women that he was dating. You think he would care if this one girl broke up with him? No. Even if he was exclusive with her and he wasn't currently dating 4 or 5 girls, okay? But he had he knew that he had the ability to go and get another girl and to be dating multiple girls as soon as this girl broke up with him. He would be like, hey, that's great. You need some time to yourself? Awesome. I enjoy your time to yourself. I'm going to enjoy your time to yourself. Believe me. And I'm going to enjoy some time for myself, and it's not going to be by myself. Let me tell you that, right? That's what he would be thinking. And this wouldn't be a big deal. He wouldn't be worried about any kind of no contact rule. He would just be putting her out of his mind. He'd be like maybe a little bit upset. Like, oh yeah, that sucks. She was kind of cool. I liked her a lot. Right. But the other thing about this is like, did you not see this coming? Right. Most of you guys that are in these kind of situations, sometimes it blindsides you, but for the most part, like, you are looking at, are you in love with this girl? Have you fallen for this girl? Okay, that's not what you need to look at. What you always need to be assessing, okay, in a relationship, on a date, in any kind of context with a woman, is what is the interest level that she's showing you? Not what are you showing her? Not do you like this girl? But you need to ultimately decide that in order to determine if you want to continue to date a girl, or if you want to cut her. You have to have your standards, of course. But what I'm saying is that one of those standards, and the major one of those standards, should be, what level of interest is she showing in you? And I'm going to tell you guys, again, I've told a lot of my friends this that have asked for counsel in this area. The biggest factor that's going to determine your happiness in a long-term relationship, okay, long-term, is how the woman treats you, okay? If she treats you like a king or not. And what is going to determine that is going to be her desire for you, okay? If she has very high interest in you, then she's going to treat you well. If she has low interest in you, she's going to treat you poorly. Think about that, okay? And so if you're in a relationship or you're on a date and the girl is showing a very low level of interest, you need to now make a test, okay? You don't need to hope that she's actually interested in you. You need to put her to the test, right? Let's say you're on a date and the girl is not showing any interest. All right, well, say something rude to her. Say something that's going to jar her, okay? So it's going to put her to the test. You want to figure out, is she interested or not, right? So, she's not talking to you, whatever, she's looking at her phone or some kind of thing that's showing low interest. So then make fun of her. Say, hey, what's up? Are you shy or something? Like, you seem really, really shy or distracted. It seems like there's something maybe wrong with you. Are you not go on a lot of dates or anything like that? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she's not interested in you, she's going to be like, who is this guy? Goodbye, right? And she's going to get mad and she's going to maybe be gone. And that's fine. It's good because she didn't have any interest. But if she is interested in you, that now she's going to have to make a choice. Now she's going to have to show that interest. Now she's going to have to say, wow, okay, this guy's not liking me right now. I need to do something to make him like me. I need to turn this around. I need to apologize and say, whoa, hey, I didn't mean to. I'm just, I just had this thing. I'm sorry. I'm putting my phone away, whatever it is. Okay. Same thing in a longer term relationship, right? You see that the girl that you're dating or your girlfriend or whatever it is, that she is drifting off. She's not showing interest. Put her to the test, right? Say, hey, it seems like you're not interested in carrying this forward, which is cool with me. So yeah, so let's go our separate ways, right? Put it to the test, right? Don't wait and see, like you already know this, okay? Or put it to the test some other way, right? Do something that is going to require her to demonstrate her interest, right? Disappear for a few days, right? Go do your own thing. See how she responds to that. If she doesn't care, if it's not a big deal, all right, you already got your answer. So now you know, and now you need to move on. So you need to move on before this shit happens, not when it happens. And certainly not a no contact rule. If you're doing no contact rule, you've already lost the game, my friend. You've already lost the game. You've lost your dignity. You don't have self-respect for yourself. And it's fine to start there, but you have to go beyond that. So guys, again, this question came from the Discord. The Discord for the Bulldog Mindset membership. Again, you can click the link up here to join for $7 or in the description below, is is an anonymous server here. So we've got the Facebook group, but I keep the Discord anonymous, so you can use whatever pen name you want on there so that we can have these kind of discussions, especially when they get really personal, where you don't have to worry about your personal identity being revealed. So I keep both of those for you guys. Really, really important to have a group of guys that you can ask questions, that you can say these kind of things to, and find out this stuff, because without understanding this, you could be in a real world of hurt. You could waste 60 days of your life pining after this girl, thinking that you're doing the right thing when you're not. What you need to be doing is you need to be, if someone is not showing interest in you, that's it. Remember, again, the last thing I'll tell you is this, okay? You do not want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you, okay? And if you're in a breakup situation right now, if you're hurting right now, I want you to just ponder this. I want you to ask yourself the question, do I want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me? You just have to need to ask yourself that question multiple times until you understand what I'm saying here, until you get that answer, until you really visualize that in your head and play it forward and realize that what you're actually wanting, okay, what you actually want is you want to be with someone who wants you. Okay. And there's no substitute for that. You cannot create any kind of substitute in life for that. But how are you going to live life if you need that? Well, you're going to have to be comfortable with yourself first. So work on yourself, work on your goals as a man, put your mission and purpose first in life. Never put a woman ahead of that ever. Okay. And you're never going to be in the situation. Then a woman will be an accessory to your life and a complement to it. And then you will, by default, say, hey, if anyone is going to take some of my time, if a girl is going to take some of my time, she needs to be worthwhile. And the way that she's going to be worthwhile is that she's going to have a high level of interest. She's going to want to be with me as much as I want to be with her. If she's not, I don't have time for it. I got too much stuff I need to get done. And I'm not going to make time for people that don't actually want to be with me. Do you understand what I'm saying?